Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. Great to be with you. And how's your cholesterol? And you're probably thinking, wait a minute, cholesterol? We've solved that problem. We don't need to talk about it anymore. I don't think so. Going to focus on this first portion of the show on cholesterol. That'll lead me to other themes that I think might be useful to you. Not that cholesterol in and of itself isn't. It is. And remember, heart disease is the leading cause of death in this country. Has been for decades. Cholesterol is implicated. It is not the only modifiable risk factor. There's a whole constellation of them. But it does get a lot of play. You know, disc jockeys keep playing that same record over and over again. Popular record, popular tune. And then you have different artists that will perform the tune, and you have these different renditions, and you end up with almost like a different song. That's what seems to happen to cholesterol. Everybody plays their own tune of cholesterol, if you will. But the basic chord structure of cholesterol is there. You just have to find it. That's what I'll attempt to do with you today, if you catch my musical metaphor. If you'd like to play along, give me a call, 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Visit my Facebook page. Go to the Let's Talk Nutrition Facebook page. Like the page. I'll like you back. Share the page. It's great too. Always send me an email. Dr. Garko, Garko, at letstalknutrition.com. And then LTN, Twitter, at LTN Radio, or at Dr. Garko. Either one. Connect. Turns out that the diet dominating our food culture in this country is a highly processed food diet. There's no doubt about that. Didn't happen overnight. It took a while for that to develop. You can read about that. There are interesting accounts of how that happened, how it developed, and why. One of the driving forces of this processed food diet that many, and some are claiming most Americans consume, is money. It's about money. These food companies, in making these foods, it can be very profitable, but at some cost or the consumer, people who actually consume those products. They're not going away. They will be here. They're part of the culture. They're part of the food culture. They're not going to be outlawed. They're not going to be banished. They're not going to be legislated out of existence. No matter what. They're here. They're here to stay. Fast food restaurants are here. Most likely here to stay. Will they change? They are changing in many ways. I think for the better. But they still are what they are. This has had great implications for our health as a general population. And cholesterol becomes implicated in the narrative. Cholesterol has become an issue that has generated so much debate. And then you forget about all the other factors that can cause heart disease. They're there. But I thought it would be worth some time to spend a moment to talk with you about cholesterol and why I keep insisting. And I'm not going to move off of this position unless somebody can persuade me with some data that eating a diet high in fat is a good idea because it promotes elevated cholesterol levels. Now, I'll give you the facts. There are no alternative facts here. Alternative facts are falsehoods. There's no such thing as alternative facts. In all of my education, all my graduate school training, master's degree, PhD, no professor ever talked to me about alternative facts. Not in my research methods classes, not in my science classes, not in my statistics classes. No such concept ever came up. It's a bunch of baloney. Here are the facts. A cholesterol level of 210 milligrams per deciliter is average for people living in industrialized countries. That includes us. That particular level, 210, predicts, according to Dr. McDougall, I agree with him, a 50% chance of premature death from stroke or heart attack due to what? Atherosclerosis. When you're running cholesterol levels that reflect the IQ of a genius, you have a problem. You're flirting with danger. And I'm giving attribution to Dr. McDougall. He wrote an article entitled High Cholesterol. And he mentions in the article that a rise in cholesterol level from 200 milligrams per deciliter to 260 milligrams per deciliter increases the risk of death by, are you ready? 500%. 500%. And there are more than a few people walking around with cholesterol levels that high. More than a few, trust me. Ask a cardiologist. They're dealing with this all day long. Why do you think the statin drugs are among the most popular, if not most popular, drugs sold in this country? As I had one doctor on the show, if the cardiologists had their way, they would put the statins in the water. People that have a cholesterol level of 180 milligram per deciliter during their lifetime, according to McDougall, rarely have heart disease. And finally, the Framingham study showed that no one died of a heart disease whose cholesterol level was kept at 150 milligrams per deciliter. Dr. Esselstyn says, in those places in the world where people keep their cholesterol levels 150 and lower, virtually no heart disease. So now you're going to tell me that cholesterol is not an issue? There are experts with PhDs, they got more initials behind their name, walking around telling people to eat high-fat diets, not to worry about the fat or the cholesterol. They're out of their head. It's irresponsible to tell somebody that. You're not going to find that here on LTN. LTN Coast to Coast.
During the life cycle, the type and amount of probiotics needed for best results changes as the body ages and experiences different health conditions. For this reason, Udo's Choice Probiotic Blends by Flora are available in formulations and concentrations based on published clinical studies. The Udo's Choice line of probiotics offers 7 powerful probiotic blends that are specifically formulated to be age and condition specific for either infants, children, adults, advanced adults, or those with specific health needs. All 7 blends of Udo's probiotics use only medicinal strains of friendly probiotic bacteria. Each of the Udo's Choice probiotics are multi-strain formulas, which means they benefit the entire intestinal tract. Take a proactive approach to maintaining gastrointestinal well-being, a core foundation of overall good health, by using the right probiotic supplement. Udo's Choice probiotics are science-based, condition-specific, vegetarian, raw, and gluten-free. Find them in the cooler at local health food stores.
It's no secret that as we age, our bodies go through a lot of changes. Most people believe aches and pains are an inevitable part of the aging process, but it doesn't have to be. You can do something about it. Collagen is the major component of connective tissue in the body and is the foundation of ligaments, tendons, cartilage, and bones. After age 25, natural collagen production typically slows at a rate of about 1.5% per year. Fast forward to age 50 and your body could be producing 35% less collagen, possibly resulting in weakened connective tissue and bones. Collagen Joint Complex by NeoCell is an all-natural, complete joint formula that contains collagen, glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid, which are the 4 key nutrients needed to support the health of our joints. To learn more about NeoCell's full line of joint support, beauty, and anti-aging products, visit neocell.com or visit your favorite local health food store nationwide.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Flora, premium organic oils, teas, tonics, and supplements. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, 877-897-8255. Give me a call. Love talking to you. Calm my cholesterol. Yeah, I know. They've heard that record before, right? Different artists have played the tune. Well, yeah. I'm not so sure that they have the chords right. This is an important issue because it's now implicated in this conversation about what people need to eat and so on, right? And there's this trend that I've identified where people are saying, don't worry about the fat. It's, eat healthy fat, and saturated fat is not the culprit. It's the carbohydrate. It's not, no. And then when people go down that road and start doing the Atkins diet, the paleo diet, all these diets that are high in processed meats and meat, people get into trouble. 150 milligrams per deciliter or lower. That is what Dr. Esselstyn, Dr. McDougall, Dr. Barnard, all of those guys and all of those people in the arena for plant-based diet have to say when they look at the science. Each 1% decrease in cholesterol is, according to Dr. McDougall, is represented by a 2 to 3% decrease in the risk of dying from heart disease. And he says, based on what he knows, and I'm telling you, based on what I know, a goal of 150, if you have less than 150 milligrams per deciliter is ideal. Some studies, it's not easy to do. You have to change the diet. And if you're a person who's genetically predisposed to have your liver making more cholesterol than it needs, you have no business eating a diet that's going to promote cholesterol levels that are the IQ of a genius. You're going to get the odds of you getting heart disease are almost, I say almost, a certainty. A low-fat, no-cholesterol diet will change what? The flow of cholesterol and fat into the artery wall, where the endothelium is. That changes and reduces the pressure inside the plaque that can build up, reducing the risk of rupture if you have plaque. And the clotting off of the blood vessel that often, Dr. McDougall says, flows, right? Animal foods, animal fats, saturated fats are the strongest predictor of blood clotting. And when you cease and desist with eating animal fats, your blood begins to do what? Thin out. If you have coronary artery disease right now, this is a good idea for you to consider. And if you don't, it's even a good idea also, so you don't end up with plaque like that. Aspirin and fish oil thin out the blood, trying to prevent a stroke or a heart attack. Turns out that animal fats will do what? Boost the production of these prostaglandin hormones that cause the blood vessels to do what? Constrict. That slows the flow of blood and increases the chance of the blood clotting. Just trying to give you a picture of this. Now, there are cholesterol lowering drugs. They are ubiquitous. And Dr. McDougall said he's been prescribing cholesterol lowering medications for people who are not able to reach the ideal of 150 milligrams per deciliter or less by diet alone. I want to make it very clear. There are some people that will not be able to reach that goal just by diet alone. They're going to have to engage in the medication. That's why it doesn't make any sense to me to say, don't take cholesterol lowering drugs. Some people have to. But if they do it in combination with a good diet, they don't have to take as much. And if you have a family of heart disease, and if you have a history of heart disease, and past heart attacks, and bypass surgery, angioplasties, stents, and so on, TIAs, stroke, then you really have to lower your cholesterol. Now, okay, so what do you need to eat? You may not like the answer, but I can tell you a way to do this that will lower that cholesterol. And in fact, according to Dr. Esselstyn, even reverse. I said reverse, back it up. Heart disease. There was a time when nobody would even say that. Now there are data to show that it can happen. This is good news. The bad news is it's not so easy to do. It's not impossible, but once you get started, you build a momentum, and you may even like it. LTN Coast to Coast.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
From seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. Talking about cholesterol, and it can be bad news. Make no mistake about it. I know that people say, oh, we've solved that problem. No, we haven't. Not true. Don't you believe it? There are, what's interesting is when we talk about cholesterol, we end up talking about fat, right? And saturated fats become a main theme in that conversation, as do trans fats. There's not much debate about trans fats. Nearly everybody, all experts, agree that trans fats are no good, off the table, avoid them. There's no question about how damaging they are to cardiovascular health. It's the saturated fat where all the debate and heavy cannon fire takes place. Turns out that saturated fat is found where? You're not going to find it heavily in plants. You will find it in meats and dairy products. Saturated fats signal the liver to produce more LDL, so-called bad cholesterol. Then there are unsaturated fats. You'll find them in fish, plants, nuts, seeds, beans, even in vegetable oils, which in my book are off the table. Vegetable oils. Certain unsaturated fats help increase the rate at which the liver reabsorbs and breaks down bad cholesterol. Now, what foods to avoid? These are guidelines. This is not my opinion. This is based on American Heart Association, any number of experts and health organizations. There's generally a set of foods that contribute to the consumption of saturated fat, leading to high cholesterol. Beef, lamb, pork, poultry with skin, lard and shortening. People still cook with lard and shortening. Dairy products from whole or reduced milk. Saturated vegetable oils like coconut oil, palm kernel oil. My list of bad foods, the cookies, crackers, cakes, chips, cupcakes, croissant, that list. Take, commercially fried foods, bakery goods, that's in that list. Any products that contain hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils, that means trans fats, is on that list. Now, that's to some, you're saying, well, geez, I eat a lot of those foods. Well, I understand that. Foods that contain cholesterol and may be best avoided. Make of it what you will. I'm just saying. Red meat, luncheon meats, processed meats, bacon, organ meats such as kidney and liver, high in cholesterol. Only animal products contain cholesterol itself, as a liver is needed for its production. Now, some will say cholesterol content is not as much of concern as the fat content. I understand that too. If you move to a plant-based diet, you eliminate the threat for the most part. You eliminate it. You're going to be hard-pressed to find somebody with heart disease that's eating a plant-based diet. You may find that person. They might be there. And it might be that their cholesterol levels are being raised for other reasons, genetic or otherwise. But it won't be because they're eating a plant-based diet, unless something peculiar is happening with their biology. And a starch plant-based diet. You want to learn about that, you might want to read McDougall's book, Starch Solution. There are people who wince when you tell them to go toward that diet, especially those who promote Atkins and those kinds of diets that are high in protein, high in fat. They argue just the opposite. It's like north and south, east and west, bipolar, different, not in the same galaxy. Think about this. If I gave you a choice, there were only two diets to eat. A diet high in protein and fat, or a diet that's plant-based. Right? Which one would you choose? Now, people who advocate for a plant-based diet, a la McDougall, Esselstyn, Barnard, and the rest, who advocate for that diet and that way of eating, will tell you that there is no ambiguity about the health benefits associated with it. You can go on PubMed, Cochrane, or any other database. Type in plant-based diet and disease. What you will find are studies where the plant-based diet prevents disease. You're not going to find a robust body of literature that says if you eat plants, you're going to die of heart disease and cancer. You will just find the opposite. I'm just saying. We sometimes lose the forest for the trees, right? Come on, man. Now, people say, I have to eat meat. I have to eat a high-protein diet. What do you mean you have to? You may like to. Do you have to? I don't know if you have to. You may like to, and that gets construed as you have to. Don't confuse your feelings with biology. 877-897-8255. You're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. Starch.
Don't be stressed out or anxious. Take Hempanol, the only raw CO2 hemp extract available. It's 100% organic with wild oregano P73 extract. You might have heard about CBD, but there's no comparison. Hempanol has the power and potency you need to support your nervous system, stay calm and focused, and maintain a healthy immune system. Unlike other CBD oils, Hempanol contains the full spectrum of phytocannabinoids. Take Hempanol and feel great. And if you suffer from insomnia and can't seem to get that full night's rest, try Hempanol PM. Hempanol PM is specifically formulated to get you the rest you need without feeling sluggish when you wake. It's non-addictive, completely natural, and leaves you feeling energetic and ready to take on the day. To place your order or to find out where to find Hempanol in your area, call 1-800-243-5242, 800-243-5242, or visit us at oreganol.com.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Is getting a good night's sleep a challenge? Fortunately, there's a superior fast-acting sleep formula called Tranquil Sleep from Natural Factors. This non-habit-forming supplement contains a unique combination of melatonin, 5-HTP, and L-theanine, which works in harmony with your body's natural sleep hormones. Tranquil Sleep can help you fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep sounder, and wake up refreshed, all without feeling drowsy in the morning. The key benefit comes from increasing the time spent in the deeper stages of sleep. It's only in these deeper levels of sleep that we truly experience the rejuvenation, regeneration, and recuperation that sleep provides. Even if you think you get a good night's sleep, give Tranquil Sleep a try. You might be surprised with how much better you've slept by waking up with more energy and enthusiasm to start your day. Learn more at naturalfactors.com.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new: agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. When you get into a conversation about heart disease and then cholesterol, of course, as I mentioned and as I just discussed, fat is one of the main themes. Turns out that protein gets involved in the discussion too. Take an example. Let's take the Atkins weight loss diet, which some people think try to then take it and use it as a regular way of eating for the rest of their life. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. The Atkins diet can create the effect that it was designed to do. You will lose weight on it, and it has a short-term effect, but at long-term, it's not sustainable. It is unhealthy, dangerous, and bad news long-term, in my opinion. That's my opinion, based on the science. Not because I have no axe to grind with Dr. Atkins. I understand he was a nice guy, smart. I know people that know him, hung out with him. I wish I knew him. He was clever. He was smart. He figured out how to take, the 3 macronutrients, mess with them a little bit, and came up with that idea. High protein, high fat, low carb diet, boom, lose weight. That resulted in people thinking, oh, it's the carbs that make you fat. It's not the carbs. Which carbohydrate group are you talking about? The refined carbs or the whole plant-based food carbohydrate category? Starchy vegetables, non-starchy vegetables, fruit, legumes, seeds, nuts. Those are all carbs. Carbohydrate-based foods. There are protein in those foods as well. Again, I'll say this one more time. There are only 3 macronutrients: protein, carbohydrate, and fat. If you diminish one of them severely in content and consumption, that means you have to find the calories from somewhere. That means you're going to consume or overconsume something else to make up for the calorie deficit. So if you're punching out the carbs and eating more protein and fat, there are implications with that. And because in the end, it's still, you need energy. And so those proteins and fats are going to get converted into glucose eventually, and that's where you're going to get your energy. Food equals calories, calories equal energy. Now, there's a wonderful, if you're interested, it was published in 2015. Title of the piece, it's a review of the literature. Plant protein and animal proteins. Do they differentially affect cardiovascular disease risk? The main author is Richter. Chesney Richter. It's a nice review. Eating a diet high in protein can get you into a lot of cholesterol trouble, because that means it's typically a low carb diet. Now, if it's a high protein diet and low fat and low carb, you're not, you've sort of taken the cholesterol issue out because you're now eating low fat, all fat. You're just relying on protein, which is going to get you into a world of trouble. You're going to become ketotic. So you eliminate one problem. To avoid one problem, you create another one. So protein gets implicated in this conversation about cardiovascular health as well. My general take, now there's a back and forth on this in the literature. You will find studies that will show that there is no difference between plant and animal protein in terms of raising cholesterol and causing heart disease. Then you find studies that will suggest there is a difference between plant and animal protein, in that plant protein is more associated with cardiovascular risk. My take on the literature is, when you look at the corpus of work, I walk away concluding that plant proteins promote better cardiovascular health and tend to get people in less trouble when they eat a plant-based diet. Now, it doesn't have to be binary. This doesn't have to be an all or nothing situation. Just because you like to eat meat doesn't mean you ban plants. Or just because you want a high plant-based diet doesn't mean you ban the meats. Some people are going to eat meat no matter what. That's a choice. That's a choice people have to make. And if they can do it and experience good health, have at it. I don't, you can't, we can't conduct prohibition on food here. It's not going to work. They tried that with alcohol. Didn't work. And some might say moderation. Oh, I'm going to do this in moderation. Well, one person's moderation is another person's excess. Just depends on how you're operationalizing moderation. And if you're eating food that's high in cholesterol, like meat and dairy and whatnot, 3, 4, 5 times a week, and a major percentage of your diet calories come from those foods, that's not moderation. And quite frankly, a plant-based diet, 75% of your diet is not moderation either, is it? 75% is not moderate. It's more than 50%. You're saying, well, you're violating the principle of moderation. I know. But in this case, that's a good idea. There are times when moderation will kill. I've talked about that on the show. Those are the people who get in trouble with using moderation as an excuse to practice cheat days. Check out my website and look at my little video on cheat days. Let's talk nutrition. Be back for the second portion, coast to coast.
Are you suffering?
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you just tuned in, thanks for doing so. We really appreciate you listening or watching the show. We are coast to coast, so it does play at different times in different markets, but it airs live 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your local listings. Paul Schulick is my guest in this portion of the show. He's with New Chapter. Many of you know who Paul is. If you're a regular listener to Let's Talk Nutrition, or if you're a person who is into the world of natural health and medicine, herbs and whatnot, and all matters related, I'm sure his name has come across your path, and I've known him for a while, and he's been on the show several times now. I enjoy having him on. Thoughtful guy, he's been working at this a long time. Knows master herbalist. He's in touch with the plants. He can tell you a lot about plants. And if you missed the first portion of the show, I resurrected an old issue. I used a metaphor of music. It's a tune that's been played by many different artists, different renditions. Sometimes the tune is unrecognizable, and it's the tune of cholesterol. The way we're eating now, the standard American diet, not according to the Department of Agriculture or any other government agency or health organization, not that standard, not the one that they talk about, but the one that has emerged and dominates this, what I call a highly processed food diet, where plants are not featured. They're just not. Of course, I have a bias, and I admit it. I think that the majority of your food should be plant-based. And depending on your health status and issues, it should be a whole food plant-based diet, period. No meat, no oil. If you have cardiovascular disease, I bumped into a fellow yesterday at the cancer clinic. And I struck up a conversation with I believe it was his wife. And I asked her how she was. I just asked her how she was doing. I started talking to her. And then the nurse came and got her, and he was sitting there. And he revealed to me he just had quadruple bypass surgery. And he said, I quit smoking because of it. And he said, I changed my diet. Oh, I said, did you? And so we talked about that. I gave him one of my cards. I said, listen to the show. And I referred him to Dr. Caldwell Esselson's book, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. He's a beautiful candidate for that diet. That diet, plant-based, no meat, no oil. That diet, that way of eating, it may not be for everybody. But I can tell you what we know. The data tell us that running cholesterol levels at 150 milligrams per deciliter and preferably lower in those places in the world where people eat a plant-based diet and have cholesterol levels of that number or statistical profile, there's virtually no heart disease. You can make of that what you will. We're running 210. What did McDougall say? Somewhere around 210 is the average somewhere around the world, I think he said. Yeah. Average for people living in industrialized countries. He said that level, 210 milligrams, that's 210 milligrams per deciliter, predicts a 50% chance of premature death from strokes and heart attacks caused by atherosclerosis. And when you have a rise in cholesterol from 200 milligrams per deciliter to 260, you increase your risk of death by what? 500%. 500%. Again, I'm just reporting. There's one thing I learned. Do not try to force people to eat a certain way. Big mistake. Don't do that. Persuade. Make the argument. Let people decide. Let them choose. And by the way, you will not convince them. The weakest, lamest argument to make is to tell them why they need to do it. You have to tell them how. That's what they're looking for. That's the argument that moves the persuasive needle. You think a person who weighs 350 pounds doesn't need to, you think they don't know why they need to lose weight? They're probably pretty cognizant of that. Or somebody who smokes or drinks too much alcohol, or trying to tell them why they need to start. They know. Most often. It's how. Sometimes people just don't know what to do. You'd be surprised. You can't assume, oh, it's easy. Just change your diet. Really? How do you do that? As I said, Paul Schulick is my guest. He knows a thing or two about plants. He's studied them probably most of his life. I suspect maybe even as a boy he was having plants in his room and his mother gave him what for. About that, I don't know. Paul, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition.
My mother, I love that. It was a great introduction. I always learn from you, Dr. Michael Garko. It's always a pleasure. And this discussion on plant-based diets is always one that always stimulates my interest. And unfortunately, I lived on the standard American diet for the first probably 20 years of my life. I lived on Milky Way bars and Carnation instant breakfast, and I'm still paying the price for it today.
Really?
And I wasn't breastfed. So you add all that together, you've got a formulation where you've got to work pretty hard in your 60s and 70s to maintain a high level of vibrancy. But I wanted to challenge you, if I may, on one point.
Absolutely.
September 2014, American Journal of Medicine pooled 19 different studies. Fish eaters, so not plant-based, but fish eaters were less likely to have a heart attack or unstable angina. That usually happens to vast numbers of individuals eating the standard American diet. And these people were tracked for a period of 11 years. They were essentially much healthier. And my diet includes sardines on a daily basis. What do you think of that?
That's an interesting, I'm familiar with the work. And then I can point you to some individual observational studies, experimental meta-analyses, looking at plant-based diets and reducing heart disease as well. So there's a back and forth between these two camps. Esselstyn, McDougall, and others will say that meat-based diets, even including fish, and fish oil, the oil, well, all oils, they zero in on oils, tend to damage the endothelium. when you look at that study and others like the one you just referenced, it would suggest that the oils, the fish oils, are good, and eating fish is good for heart health. And it is. It's just how that is. I mean, it's not as clean as those guys would like to make it. But I've taken fish oils for a long time, and they have contributed to my health. I'm pretty certain of that. And you have the evidence to suggest that they serve people well. In those cultures where fish is consumed, they tend to have good cardiovascular health, no doubt about it. We'll be back. It's never black and white, is it?
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
If you've ever had digestive issues slow you down, it's time to live digestively with the #1 high-potency probiotic, Ultimate Flora. Because with 50 billion live cultures inside you, life feels a little lighter, a little livelier, a little more you. No matter where life takes you, live digestively with Ultimate Flora probiotics from Renew Life. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. #1 probiotic brand with 15 billion or more cultures based on annual sales. How can a sweet little fruit gummy help you live digestively? Ultimate Flora Probiotic Gummies put the ultimate natural digestive support to work inside you to help you feel a little lighter, a little more you. And if raspberry lemonade's a little more you, feel bubbly in a good way with Ultimate Flora Probiotic Fizzy Drink Mix. Ultimate Flora Probiotic Gummies and Fizzy Drink Mix. 2 great ways to live digestively, deliciously. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Flora, premium organic oils, teas, tonics, and supplements. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Schulick, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. In the world of health, wellness, and well-being, in particular, in the world of nutrition, you're hard pressed to find always the. It's more the case. There's more ambiguity than not, and more often than not, then it's not so clear cut. It's not just black and white. My guest, Paul Schulick, just pointed out, for example, that there are studies to show that eat fish and fish oil is good for cardiovascular health. I can point you to studies where maybe not so much. So it's a back and forth. It's never black and white, so you have to look at the whole corpus of work on it, then make a decision. And it may be both. It could be good for heart health, fish oil. It is good for heart health, cardiovascular health, and brain health. The issue with the plant-based people are the oils. When the oil gets extracted from the fish, that's where they start to wince and twitch. Paul, welcome back. It's great to have you on. It's an interesting debate, and I'm sure you're familiar with Caldwell Esselstyn and McDougall, John McDougall, Neil Barnard, and others who embrace that plant-based, whole food plant-based diet. No meat, Paul, and no oil. Not even olive oil for those guys. That's strict. I don't know. Have you ever eaten that way?
For years. I was a vegan for like 20 years.
No meat, no oil? No oil either?
Nothing. I would only eat the oil that was in the walnuts or the seeds that I would be consuming.
Right.
I think this is
no vegetable oils.
No, and I think it's really, in my judgment, it's an end, and it's common sense. If you just look at the evolution of the species, we are designed to eat. We're omnivorous, and Michael Pollan has well articulated this other perspective.
That's right.
The problem in our culture is we have steak at night, and we've got eggs in the morning, and we've got a cheeseburger at lunch. And
True.
The fish that we're eating is filled with mercury, and the fish oil that we're consuming is actually been winterized, deodorized, bleached, and molecularly distilled. Come on, there's no common sense there. That's not the way our ancestors didn't eat winterized, bleached, deodorized, molecularly distilled fish oil, and they couldn't run fast enough to catch a cow or whatever it was. They were a deer. If they ran, they had to run after that deer and do intervals to catch the deer. So most people are not doing their intervals, and they're not eating the berries and the seeds that are growing all around them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes us healthy, and I think that's where you find no heart disease.
Yeah.
So if people really don't want no heart disease, just eat whole foods, do your interval training, take care of your mind. And one of the most exciting, important nutrients that I've studied in the past 40 years is this algae source of astaxanthin, Haematococcus pluvialis. And astaxanthin is really what I'm on my soapbox about, because I feel it's right up there if you're willing to walk around your house a few times and push yourself a little bit, as well as eat a little bit more broccoli and spinach. You'll live a nice, long, healthy life, and all of us don't have to pay for all of the heart surgery and Alzheimer's disease treatments and all the other things that so many of us are suffering from. Mm-hmm. It's just really common sense.
It's common.
So you take 2 milligrams a day of astaxanthin, and your body can have a lot of the protective nutrients, much like what it does in a salmon swimming upstream. That's what keeps the salmon swimming for thousands of miles.
You're listening to Paul Schulick. That's the voice of Paul Schulick. He's the founder, master herbalist, and chief formulator of New Chapter. New Chapter's been around a long, long time, and Paul has, you can hear his passion as long as he's been doing this. He doesn't sound like a guy who's bored, does he? He's been doing this a long time, and he bets on the plants. I often say, Paul, the only difference between the word plant and planet is the letter E.
Oh, I love it.
Right? So
love it.
There's a nice clue there. I was looking at my production notes for today, and they mentioned that you wanted to focus on a whole what makes for a good multiple supplement. That also ends up being debated too out there in the ether among experts. I'm interested in your opinion about that.
I think there's been about 15 studies that have shown or questioned the role of taking a multivitamin, whether or not they make any difference. Some say yay and some say nay, but the majority of the studies are equivocal, meaning that they're unclear. And I completely agree with that, because I think when you look at what's in most multivitamins, take, for example, a mineral like selenium, a very popular, you only need 100 micrograms, or you need very small amounts of it. But when you eat selenium in your diet, you eat selenium in broccoli, you're getting selenium in the form of food. When you eat selenium in most multivitamins, you're getting selenium in the form of selenium selenite, which is a purified, isolated chemical. And your body doesn't know what to do with it, according to the United States Department of Agriculture.
Well, this is interesting. New Chapter has a keen idea about how to solve that problem. Stay tuned. Let's Talk Nutrition featuring Paul Schulick today.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, Algae for Life, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Given the idiosyncrasies of people's diets, foods that they like to eat, they don't like to eat, some particular diet that they're on, whether it's a weight loss diet or a regular eating regimen that's raising one type of carbohydrate and limiting others, you can end up with nutritional deficiencies. Given the standard American diet, this processed food diet, that's easily accomplished. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you buy that assumption or premise that I just laid out, it might be, that sort of begs the question, well, then how can you maintain optimal nutritional status? One strategy in doing that is to focus on dietary supplementation. One particular tactic would be a good multiple. Now, what does the word good mean? How do we operationalize that? What constitutes a good multiple? My guest is Paul Schulick, and Paul, as I referenced earlier, is somebody who has been around quite a while, and he's the founder, master herbalist, and chief formulator at New Chapter, and he knows a lot about dietary supplementation. And Paul, in your mind, then, what does constitute, quote unquote, a good multiple? Paul.
Question. Shouldn't a food supplement be a food? The number one piece is that it be food. And the second piece is, as you just said, Michael, sometimes one person's food is another person's not food. So that, for example, I can't drink a glass of milk, but I can thrive on yogurt because the yogurt has fermented the protein and it made it digestible. And when Eli Michnikov, who won the Nobel Prize in the early 1900s, he won the Nobel Prize in, I think it was in medicine, but he really, one of his greatest observations was that the most long-living population at his time in the world was in the Caucasus regions. And the one aspect of their diet which was consistent was they were eating large amounts of yogurt. And it's interesting that your health begins with how you digest and with your colon. I think Yerba Prima is one of your sponsors, and it's interesting that in that work they talk about internal cleansing. Well, 9 out of 10 cells in your body are bacteria, and when you ferment, you create good, healthy bacteria. A good multivitamin should have whole food that is fermented, and that takes the vitamins and minerals and puts them in a fermented form. And that makes them highly digestible and takes the selenium that I talked about earlier and makes it highly utilizable. There are a number of studies that show that when you turn milk into yogurt or a cabbage into sauerkraut, you are creating what's called a fermentate. And the fermentate uplifts the immune system and gives us a sense of energy. And that is a real key component to a good multi, is that the multi be fermented and that the multi have nutrients like beta-glucans. I'm sure on your show you've dedicated a whole show to beta-glucans. There are beta-glucans in grains and there are beta-glucans in yeast and mushrooms, but they're different. The ones in mushrooms and grains are different. The ones that are in mushrooms stimulate immune activity. The ones that are in grains will have an effect of supporting cardiovascular function. So what we do is we provide the beta-glucans in the form of the yeast and mushrooms, and what that does is it uplifts the immune system. And the last component of a good multi is the herbal component. And with New Chapter, we have a herbal component which contains an algae source of astaxanthin. And we have found, and studies have shown, that even 2 milligrams a day of astaxanthin can reduce C-reactive protein, can reduce DNA damage, can promote neurite outgrowth, and those are all key elements to a good multi.
Listening to Paul Schulick from New Chapter. So, if I understand you correctly, context is everything.
Everything.
And what I hear you saying here is that the nutrients, the vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, are situated within the context of a whole food, of whole foods that have been fermented. Do I have that right?
You 100%. You get an A+.
Well, thanks. I could use that today. That's interesting. Compared to isolates, explain the difference between some multis that are isolate sort of based, if you will.
I give a lecture to 100 people, even today. Where does the vitamin C you take come from in your multivitamin? Many people believe it's coming from extracts of plants or extracts of fruits and vegetables. For the most part, it is an isolated compound called ascorbic acid, and it's what's referred to chemically coming from compounds known as hydrocarbonaceous intermediates, like glucose. It is nowhere, has no protein, no lipids, no carbohydrates. It's not a whole food. So that is what most people are taking when they're taking vitamin C in their multis. The vitamin C that we would deliver is vitamin C, as you said, in the context of a whole food that has been fermented, so that your body can have a much better chance of recognizing it and utilizing it. And that is the critical difference between a multi that works and a multi that doesn't work. And that is what has built New Chapter for the past 35 years.
And if the listener and the viewer of Let's Talk Nutrition were to walk into one of the fine health stores throughout the United States, and as I always say, those that are trying to be fine, and they wanted to buy a New Chapter multi, what would they look for on the box or the bottle as to the title? And do you have different types of multis for different, maybe gender specific, age specific, or plant, are they from this planet specific?
Thank you. I love that. We have done our best, Michael, to gauge our nutrient levels for the age and sex of the individual. So we've got male and female, and we've got them starting at 1 dailies to 40 plus to 55 plus. I just recently formulated the 55 plus 1 dailies, and those have been studied according to what we call the Wheel of Health and Longevity, which gauges using cell technology whether the product is going to build your own internal bank of antioxidants, that it's going to trap free radicals, that it's going to reduce inflammation, that it's going to aid cell recovery, and that it's going to counteract the unnatural aging accelerated process that we experience here in the West. And the best enzyme to test that is called NRF2.
When we come back, we'll have the LTN Health Question of the Day. We'll continue our conversation with Paul Schulick, LTN Coast to Coast.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone-nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. All right, now then, I was talking about cholesterol earlier in the show today, that first portion, and a little bit in the second portion in the opening. And cholesterol, I know, old tune, sung by many artists, different renditions. It's still an issue. And I caution you, do not fall prey to the argument that saturated fat is not an issue and cholesterol is not an issue, have at it. And they're blaming the carbs. Don't fall prey to that. You run high cholesterol levels, you are flirting with heart disease. I'm just saying. Here's the question. What should be in cultures where there's virtually no heart disease, typically what level of cholesterol do the folks in those cultures, the general population, on average run? Is it 150 milligrams per deciliter and below? Is it 175 milligrams per deciliter or below? Or is it 200 milligrams per deciliter or below? Cultures where there's virtually no heart disease or very little of it. In the general population, what is the average cholesterol? 150 and below? 175 or below? Or 200 and below? 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Give a call. Right answer, $25 supplement gift card. Go to your fine health store, wherever you buy your supplements, and buy some of that new chapter, whole food, plant-based multi that is fermented. Paul, welcome back. So what would be the title on the box for folks to look for?
Oops, my phone just...
It's all right. No worries.
I'm sorry, Michael.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Correct here.
It's okay. It's all good.
The title would be 55 Plus, Every Man's One Daily Multi, or Every Man's One Daily, or Every 40 Plus, Every Man's One Daily, and the same would go for women's 55 Plus, Every Woman's One Daily, and so forth.
When you formulated those, you took age and gender into consideration. Those are interesting variables. Has anybody ever considered designing a multiple based on health status?
That's a really, really good question, and that is not something that we have structured into our multis, like those who have heart issues or those who have digestive issues. A multi for those with digestive issues. I think that's a whole area that could be explored.
Yeah, just wondered. And we know that gender and age make a difference in terms of nutritional needs and so on. And so that's sort of what drives those kinds of formulations. People will notice when they look at the ingredients, when they look at the back panel, the facts panel, they're going to notice lower levels in terms of, the quantity of any particular nutrient compared to a multi that's constituted of isolates. Could you explain why that's not an issue for concern?
The point is it's like the old, I think it was Adele Davis who may have said, it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. It's what your body, and then how your cell responds to it. So even though we may have half the amount of vitamin C, for example, in our one daily with 45 milligrams, which is 75% of the daily value, that I would strongly position is a far better source in the whole food fermented form than it would be at twice the level. We did a study, for example, of copper and looked at USP, or isolated chemical copper, that's in most supplements, and we looked at its total antioxidant capacity, and it was very, very small. It was at an ORAC 5 of 16,000. We tested our copper, and it was at 110,000 in terms of its antioxidant power. So if you were to extrapolate out that number, it's about 9 times stronger as an antioxidant in terms of its capability. Some people even believe that copper is a pro-oxidant. So that if you take copper sulfate, for example, which is the USP form, it might actually potentially cause more disruption in your body than support for your body. And that's why it's so critical. No one in their right mind would go out and chomp on some copper sulfate. When I used to give lectures, nobody would eat chalk, but they would eat broccoli, or they would eat a cup of yogurt. So that's really what our goal here is, to provide the nutrient in the form of food. So yeah, our potencies will be lower, but we believe that our availability and efficacy will be significantly higher.
So this is a case of where less translates into more, and translates into more in a sense of efficacy and effect. So people should not be, because they're accustomed to seeing those high, big numbers in terms of the dosage, in terms of how much. Just what Paul just said. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Jerome, welcome to the show. In these cultures where there's virtually no heart disease, or low numbers for them, what is the cholesterol level that people run in the general population? 150 milligrams per deciliter, 175, or 200?
150.
150 milligrams per deciliter and lower. That's where we need to be. At least that's what the evidence would suggest to me. To get there, that means eating a diet that is more plant-based than not. Congratulations, you won a $25 supplement gift card. Thank you for calling. Thank you for listening or watching the show, Jerome. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Doc.
My pleasure. Paul, thank you. The only problem with you is I never have enough time to talk with you. We love you, and you're so straightforward, honest, and bright about it all, and we appreciate your contribution not only to this show, but your contribution to the world of natural health and medicine and the natural products industry. We like, you're a fave around here. Just wanted you to know.
Thank you so much, Michael. And I love your show, too. And I love working with you, and I love you.
Thank you so much. LTN, thank you.